Hello, everybody. Time for the mythic Zskarn tonight. Sup,
I'm
Lo?
back.
Sup,
back.
Hurry?
Hey, what's up, guys?
You decide to ignore me this week, Hunt? What's that? What's that about? Huh?
No, I just ran downstairs to get a drink.
Can you hear me?
Hey,
I can,
was
yeah.
thinking.
Yeah.
I was thinking I'll try to do more of the golem keys and get rid of traps tonight.
Golem keys, I'm specifically asking Casatella and Driz to take care of them. If you want to focus on something, focus on more damage on the golems.
Wait, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, good.
Oh, fuck. I don't think I can join tonight.
Why?
There's a glitch that I thought they fixed, but I server transferred.
Oh, so it shows you locked technically?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez, I could see that.
That's such a dumb glitch.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate. I'm gonna look if there's any fix, but it didn't sound like it back then.
Yeah, it sounds unlikely.
Well, according to Google, I'll be back on Tuesday.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
And that's unfortunate.
Super annoying.
Eager beaver bites you in the ass.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, sorry to hear that.
Alright, well, best of luck tonight, guys.
Yeah. Have a good one. Sorry.
Yeah,
You,
take it.
you can stick it around. We're not kicking it out, but yeah.
Yeah, no, I gotcha.
Banished.
Can you imagine? What? How dare you? It's time for a rampage. Hurry. Did you get a
Yeah?
Can you get a response from Greenbud? He's not responding to me. I invited him to heal tonight. But I did that like 45 minutes ago.
I mean, yeah, I can definitely try. I thought at one point he was saying that he was hugging on an Illidan server for when we did, we know he wasn't needed, which I told him we usually try to do that after Thursday type thing.
Right.
But truth be told, I did talk to him like yesterday, so he could have already been saved. I was talking to him about next week,
Right.
possibly, fill in type thing.
Yeah. Let me know. Worst case, you go heal, and we'll bring in more DPS. Looking at the roster. Still no news from Eternal.
I'm all inside because we gotta go around behind Rashok and clear that trash up to the boss.
Yes, sir.
Well, shit, I saw some people outside when I flew in.
Hey everyone.
Hey.
Yo.
I'll admit I don't even know who said hello, everyone.
Mervin?
Ah. Hi, Murgle.
I think you made the wrong person tank assist.
Yeah, I didn't mean tank assist. I meant... There you go.
Did you get in contact with the names?
I did not. But. Let me grab his name and I'll just throw an invite his way.
Did I just hear we have a new mage?
Hey, maybe.
Do you not read things that I post in Discord? Is that what I'm hearing?
I got home like 20 minutes ago, Bullard.
Am I hearing excuses?
He doesn't get notifications to his phone.
Listen.
You know, I have an hour commute. You want me to be looking at my phone in traffic?
Of course.
Well, obviously you're stopped.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's traffic.
Put it on cruise for like, 30 miles an hour and be like, fuck everybody else behind me. And,
Just let Tesla drive for you.
I get 16 miles to the gallon, paying $6 a gallon for gas. So
That sounds helpful.
welcome to California.
That's what the thing. You must be in like California or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
But what the fuck are you driving? A goddamn diesel truck for that gas mileage?
Actually, hate to tell you, diesel gets better gas mileage than a regular truck.
I drive a Subaru hatchback.
Okay, then they just designed that with shitty mileage.
No, it's not the car. The car should get 32 on the highway. It's just the traffic and like driving.
There's like two people here. Why do you pull it?
Surface streets. Yeah, no. It's just because I'm on surface streets the entire time.
It's so funny how you guys do like how many miles you can get with a gallon, and us, it's like how many liters do we use to get to 100 kilometers? Like our way of thinking is totally different. We're not even going like, yeah, no, we can do 5 kilometers per liter. No, we're not even there. We're like, yeah, how many liters does it take to do 100 kilometers?
A liter is about a third of a gallon, right?
You're figuring the same
4
thing.
liters
Yeah.
a gallon.
4 liters to a gallon.
I think it's actually like 4.2.
It's 4 point something, yeah. What is it?
It's 3.84, I believe.
Okay, so it's the other way, almost 4.
I trust Nuclide on this. He sounds authoritative.
Right.
I had to learn the hard way because I am used with liters, and gallon like confuses the shit out of me still.
The American volumetric system makes 0 sense. Like,
not just the volumetric.
It's a measuring
about
units. Well. Yeah, the measuring system is so inaccurate in theory. Like when it comes down to specifics with United States.
Well, we should have switched over to milliliters and all that. Like,
like
40 years ago.
Well, realistically, even when you think about like bolt sizes and stuff, to have like 12 millimeter versus a half inch or 14 versus.
Oh yeah, working on a car and be like, all right, now what does this fucking use?
Well,
this
you gotta
metric bolts on this fucking thing.
Yeah, that's actually what I do, and that's why I use.
See, so yeah.
Anti-magic shell.
It really doesn't make sense in no reality of why we use it.
I don't know what the problem is. It's easy.
I think it's just that if you're not raised around it, it will be confusing. Like, I used Imperial System, I'm fine with it. That's all I've ever used.
I mean, same, but it would just be easier if the whole world used one system.
Oh, of course. What do we got? What do we got for taking chances.
A lot of spots available.
Yeah. Any news on the mage?
No, it doesn't even look like they're in Discord, so not looking good on that
They're
one.
dead. Mages don't exist. We all saw it.
Like the where you tag them, you click on it, and it doesn't even seem like they're really even here anymore.
Really?
Maybe my Discord's messed up, but
Let me check.
because it says no common servers when I try to message them.
You're right. I scared him off.
Yeah, must have been. I don't know.
Wow.
Cool. Invictus can't. We got this guy that can't. No sudden mail in your mail. Cool. Go heals. No response from Greenbud. Let's get her on. Hello. Hop on. New Clyde. Can Peppers get on, please?
Let me see if she can. I think you told her otherwise, so let me see.
I did, and all she had planned, to my knowledge, is Baldur's Gate. So.
Yeah, that's what I think.
He made the better choice.
Hey guys.
Hey, Jess.
Hello.
Alright, she's logging now.
Alright, thanks.
And I'm assuming one of these spots is for me since I'm not in the group.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, I am. Yep. What am I thinking about?
I'm like, what? I'm telling you, I thought I was tripping out on Discord. Now I thought my UI was tripping out. I'm over here like, what is going on? Am I seeing things right?
Uh. I think. Peppers, rare. I need one more body. Let's do Russian roulette.
So, quick explanation for the healer CDs. Hurry! I tried pairing your 2-minute tranks with Flourish and Convoke. It doesn't always line up, especially towards the end where we have quick knockback overlaps within about 40 seconds. I'm not anticipating reaching 5 minutes 30, but if we do, that's what we got at the end.
Sure, yeah, that works out.
I also did put innervates on there for. Oh, I gotta change one. But
yeah, I see it. 41.
You did have it for me. I just wasn't sure who you wanted me to target at the time.
You can pick whoever you like. If you see somebody low or whatever, everybody will benefit. So
That's fair.
Hey, there's Val.
Wow, look at his achievements. Baller.
Gamer, yeah.
Yeah, straight up monster.
Hunt low, rare jewels. You logging on, Rare?
I am online.
Oh, you're not in the guild. There you go. That explains
No.
it. Yeah.
Driz can suggest me.
Yeah, I was looking for you in the guild. Yeah.
Yeah, 1 second. Let me suggest.
Yeah,
You're
I'm on a different server. I'm on Horde. I'm on Illidan.
Yeah, it's okay.
There we go. Suggested her.
Thank you.
And then Sinria, since Wits isn't here, I did put spots for your Mana Tide totem as well.
Awesome, thank you.
Peppers. Peppers is logging on, and then I have maybe 1 of the 3. Jeez.
Yeah, we only had like 4 Fallout, in our plans tonight.
Yeah. 2 trials and a half.
Yeah, you might have
Max.
scared some people out with that post, I guess.
Hey, what? Sorry?
Like, oh shit. With your post.
Yeah, I
You
scared
may
people
have
off.
scared some people.
Yeah. I mean,
Like, oh shit, we're being outed.
it's the reality.
Max was
of it.
saying they're gonna do away with 20-man mythic.
And do what?
Just flex.
Flex
The
Mythic?
same difficulty, but flex. Yeah.
Really?
Huh, that's interesting.
That'd be awesome.
I mean, I don't know if it's true.
Well, you wouldn't be fighting the roster boss as much.
They're struggling to compete with Final Fantasy because it's 8-man raids.
Yeah, I could see that because it's definitely one of those things trying to keep, obviously, especially towards the end of the tiers, that active 20 plus, man roster just to be able to compete. So it's.
No, I agree, Jess. I think flex is bad, but
All right.
it is what it is.
Could be good for smaller guilds that run 10-man groups that want to do Mythic.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. We're missing a body and a half. Peppers is gonna hop on soon, and we're looking for a volunteer. But we don't currently have one, so we'll hope that somebody shows or raises their hand.
Furnius.
Furnius is completely dead from his work week. Wasn't feeling good. Doesn't hydrate enough to Mythic Dathia. Yeah.
I'm down to go kill Mythic Dathia Mythin.
We could.
I feel like that would be very satisfying.
Pepper should be on, so we should be 19. Oh, Cass just responded. Hey, you up for some gaming?
Are we sure we want that guy?
Yeah, I'll take it.
If Cass can't come, let's go kill Mythic Dathia.
Let's do this and I don't know what color's good. Maybe yellow. What about X? X is there. We need you. There's Peppers. Let's get a summon on Peppers. We apologize for this inconvenience of starting on time. Hello, Peppers.
Hello. Okay, I put Jules in there instead of Furnius.
That works. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not as good as Furnius, but I'll try my best. I'll do my best.
The node basically just tells you to drop darkness at a specific moment. Do you
Do I need to have something?
Do you have ERT installed?
What?
Do you have method raid tools installed?
Yes.
Okay, make sure you have the note available to you. So activate the note. If you don't have the automatically show on new note, I highly suggest you activate it.
I don't know how to do that.
Open your MRT.
Yes.
Note.
Got that open. Visual note?
No,
Or
note.
Oh, note on top. Okay. Yeah.
Settings.
Okay.
Setting there's a bunch of checkbox. The last checkbox at the top is enable when you receive a new note.
Okay.
Check that.
Okay.
Top right, enable.
Okay.
Check that. And then you should have your MRT note pop up. And do you have weak ores?
Yes.
Here is something that will help you. 10 seconds before your basically, let's say at 2:30 in the fight, you have to pop darkness. At 2:20, that weak aura will pop up with the symbol of darkness, telling you have to cast this in 10 seconds.
Okay, so save my darkness until it says.
Pretty much.
Okay.
Not currently, Jess.
Okay.
Unless you want the one for the lines.
Oh, I can share that one for everybody. Lines and lines and knockback actually.
The lines one is really nice.
Zskarn bars. There's this one as well. So take Ash's lines and take my blast wave. All right. Let's get this show on the road. Ads are important, as I mentioned. Range. Let's try and make sure we put in a bit of extra effort into maybe positioning ourselves to help you guys get into a proper position. Everybody should be trying to blow up the ads when they get grouped up by Mythin. It's not always a full stack, but if he does 2-3 stack and you see that grip happening, it's your cue to open up. So just go for it when that happens.
So what's different on this fight?
A lot of things. More traps, more golems. Everything hurts. There's lines. Yeah, you'll see very quickly. But the lines, basically, the people that have the circles have extra lines, and sort of like on Castle, the lines from Huntsman, where you can't be between it. You can't get hit by it. So people just avoid it. Eventually, we plant. You'll see fairly quickly.
Okay.
Mythin, hurry, casts in, and rare jewels.
Do you have a cauldron of ultimate power? If not, I can chop a just normal cauldron.
I do not have a cauldron, unfortunately.
Alright, here, I'll drop one. It's not as good as ultimate, but
it's always
better than
Fernius
nothing.
and
Free shit.
and
We don't care.
Yeah, it's always
It's
Fernius
better
and
than
Quit
nothing.
that I have
It's
them.
at least 3-star.
We appreciate it. Thank you.
So I'm not sure if that Kaz ERT timers is gonna finish.
What?
The weak aura Kaz ERT timers.
It's taking forever.
Yeah.
All right.
If you're from a different server
It's going
sometimes
to
and you're
continue
going.
doing it even if you close it, so you may as well just
Is
wait,
it-
or else it's going to pop up in the middle of the fucking fight. And be like, oh my god, I can't see nothing because weak ours is all in my face.
Worst case scenario. I just sent it to you in Discord.
Okay.
If you
Yeah, I
share it, if you share it as a whisper, it'll load faster than if you share it in raid.
Really? Can we get someone on last DH, please?
We need another lock closet up real quick.
The way Weak Wars was built is like archaic.
Hey Murgo, can we get another lock closet real quick? Right.
Yeah, how about we click on other people's instead of starting new? That makes sense. All right. Cass, throwing you into the deep end, all right?
All right. Thank you.
Yeah. We just spent 5-10 minutes explaining it, and you just got on, and we're not gonna start again. So I'll scream
All
at
right.
you during the fight.
Sounds good.
There's a
myth.
cauldron right here, Cass.
Okay, thank you.
Cass is nothing if not a champ.
Thank you. I'll take it.
Debatable.
More like cannon fodder at this point.
Debatable.
I'll take anything.
I don't like debatable.
Well, I mean, I could go with he's not. Debatable is just nice way of saying no.
Alright, I'm good.
Jesmian, Cass, Ventus, fresh fort, please.
Oh, Ventus, sorry, got it.
All right. Plus the zone pool.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Time to analyze your threshold for pain. Adapt to new hazards.
Alright, got knockback happening. Then we got plant. These arrows, you don't want to be between them, Cass and Rare. This is the arrows that will kill you. These traps, you never want to get hit by them. Golems are coming out. You're ignoring them for now. Tactical destruction, roar nuclei, we're running away after this now. He's pulling everything together. Stun what you can here. Then blow these up, please. Knockback.
Divine shield. Life cocoon.
And traps.
Iron bark.
Alright, these lines, be very careful, guys. You do want to spread them out.
Anti-magic shell. Rebirth.
There's knockback happening. And then lines. Pretty much simultaneously. Good. Alright, bad traps, my bad. And we lost a lot of people, but that's okay. Let's wipe it. So, to the new people, these arrows that you see right now, this is 5 people get those, or 4, I'm not sure, but you have to make sure that we're spreading those out. And when I call for plant, you stop moving. You see them again on the boss right now. Those arrows, they're coming from the boss. I eventually call for a plant, those people stop moving, everybody else avoids it. You cannot be getting hit by 2 of those. It will hurt.
Okay, so just spread them out and then, but stay still. Got it.
Yeah.
And you have to pay extra attention not to get hit by the bombs. So it's a one-shot you, they do 1,000,000 damage.
The knockback is the most different thing, I think, from Heroic.
No, it's the same thing as on Heroic. It's just you pay the price more if you get hit into a trap.
That's what I mean.
They also launch it back for
Just the way you think about it.
Right. You actually have to consider the knockbacks.
Yeah, and on Heroic you can kind of like
Ignore it.
Yeah.
And the
I've
traps,
noticed a bunch of people getting hit by the lines. You just have to remember that as you, it doesn't stop at the person. It'll go all the way through behind them. So try to make sure you're not behind somebody who has it.
on Heroic the knockback is a healer problem, but on Mythic it's just that's it. You're just dead. Does that make sense? That's what I was saying.
yeah,
I'll stop talking.
you're good.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Time to analyze your threshold for pain.
Melee, watch that these traps always spawn. Don't get hit by these.
Hero, please.
Knockback.
Tranquility.
And arrows plant. Everybody avoid them.
Healing tide. Iron bark. Life cocoon.
Golems, your assistance is required.
Let these go through.
Watch your
We're
step.
planting for the arrows, and then we leave with the roar.
Stampeding roar. Stampeding roar.
Go.
Divine shield.
He's pulling them together. Stun.
Tranquility.
Stun that stuff. Make sure you interrupt everything. Kill him. Knockback. Beams plant. Sorry. Good. Traps coming out.
Watch your step. Anti-magic shell.
Torrent boss.
Watch the knockback, and these arrows plant. They're gonna happen simultaneously. Bombs, watch it.
Watch your step.
Traps are out.
Spirit link. Mana tide. Iron bar.
Alright, let these golems through. And we're running away from tactical right now.
Stampeding roar.
Everybody plant, knockback right now. Knockback, knockback, knockback. And plant beams. Good.
Taunt boss. Watch your step.
Lots of traps. Yeah, let's wipe it. We were doing it last time, Myth, and I don't know what changed on this pull, but I had the transition, and that allowed you to actually do pulls without keeping the boss too far. I could, like, go into the corner with the boss on the drops, right? Did I taunt too early? Is that...
Seem to follow the usual stack. I don't know.
I don't know.
I know I'm able to like negate stacks for a while with AMS, so I don't know.
Okay.
Like I've been just kind of using that.
I believe we also have less range than Tuesday. So your reliance on golems and interrupts may not be the best. At least it's not the same, I think, as it was on Tuesday.
Right.
Hey Ash.
Yeah, Ash shared one.
Hey, you know
What's
that
up?
we or that you shared that has the countdown of when if you get the beam,
Yeah.
right? Is there like an opposite of that of for people that don't have the beam to let them know like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 that a beam is going out?
Yes.
Probably is. I don't have it.
Okay.
I think I saw some sort of Wigora in some videos where everyone has like stuff above their head who has the beam to make it easier to see. But I don't know what it was.
I just shared one.
I don't know if it's just some like save thing or what.
That save thing is from boss mods.
Hurry, eat up.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Time to analyze your threshold for pain. Can you adapt to new hazards? Not ready.
Watch the knockback. You got beams plant. Beams now. Let these golems through. Plant for lines. We're waiting.
Watch your step.
3, 2, 1. Roll and go.
Stampeding roar. Divine
In
shield.
group.
Tranquility.
Watch the knockback happening in 2 seconds. Knockback now.
Knocking back. Watch your step. Life begin.
Of course. Step in the trap.
Anti-magic shell. Rebirth.
Watch the knockback.
Taunt boss.
Oh, too early. Knockback and lines. Watch it.
Knocking
Survival.
Watch your step.
Traps out.
Rallying cry.
Let these golems go.
Are you gonna be able to hold it through this or no?
I don't think so. I'm already at 9. Yeah.
You're good.
Stampeding roar.
What was the prompt?
Nope.
Knockback if you.
Knockback now.
Anti-magic shell.
Don't forget the interrupts. There's one far range.
Watch your step.
Melee, there's close. Traps. We got beams. Plant, 3 seconds. Yeah, I'm stuck. Wipe it.
Burgle, don't forget we can do Curse of Weakness on him.
Knocking back.
Oh, that. Yeah, that makes sense then.
Watch your step.
To new hazards. With your meager capabilities, this was the only outcome.
Also, I don't know if pre-pull you can drop a gate from diamond to star. I don't know if that's too close to boss. Thank you.
Gateway.
Thank you. Alright, so reducing the chaos. I think we're doing okay with the first set of ads. Right now we're in the transition. We just need a few more reps in. Keep it up on that first set. Second set, when they're grouped, don't forget, we got a summon in place. Do some damage to it. I don't know how people are dying right now. I haven't really been checking, I'll be honest. But so far it looks like it's lines mostly. So people not in position when those lines are happening or finalizing. AI, please. Thank you.
Just to clarify, when you're saying planting, you're meaning tanks moving the boss as well, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. Okay.
Now, has that been
The
done?
tank moving the boss can drastically change the trajectory of a line.
Yeah,
If you move
well, it happened a
through
little
the-
bit for sure.
Yeah,
so
no, it's
to
definitely
make sure.
something we need to learn to do as well. And I'm probably more guilty of that than Mythin.
Whatever it is, I'm probably guilty.
5, 4, 3,
Yeah, it is Myth.
2,
Time
1.
to analyze your threshold for pain.
Watch the traps. You got knockback, going straight into line, so lines plant.
Taunt boss. Watch your step.
Healing tide.
Let these golems go through. Actually, X is going to be a pain in the butt, Mythin. You're going to have to make sure you bring that.
I got him.
Yeah. And run.
Stampeding roar. Stampeding roar. Divine shield.
Watch skull, guys. Watch the knockback happening in 2 seconds.
Knocking back.
We got beams happening at the same time. Good.
Watch your step.
Life cocoon.
Watch it. You can move a bit. And
Iron
lands.
bar.
Place yourself, 5 seconds.
Anti-magic shell.
Taunt boss. Nothing back.
Watch the knockback. Watch the traps.
Revival.
We got lines happening in 5 seconds. We got golems coming out first. It should be alright. And we're going now. Gate for this. Exit. It's easier.
Stampeding roar.
And he's grouping it together. There's knockback happening now. Gotta take care of these golems. Let's wipe it.
Trying to ride the knockback, but it's not working. I'm just gonna pre-move him next time.
We're not baiting correctly. I wasn't baiting correctly, so that riding the knockback, we didn't have the room we should have had to go into the open space. Our open space is on X, and right now I'm baiting on the wrong thing, so it's not helping. Okay, let me think about this for a second. Okay, so I wasn't baiting, right? I need to be baiting here for that first one. Should be giving us more room. Alright, there's a lot of movement still with people with the arrows, not too sure where to situate themselves. Also a lot of overlap sometimes of just people with those circles and other melee. If you've got a circle, try and minimize your movement. I know sometimes it's rough, but if you keep running over your friends, it's going to be real tight. I don't know what you're talking about, Laura.
3, 2, 1.
Time to analyze your threshold for
Traps.
Anti-magic shell.
Alright, spread those out. We got knockback coming up now.
Tranquility.
Traps out.
Healing tide.
We got golems, let them go. We're planting. Beams in 3, 2, 1. Go.
Stampeding roar. Stampeding roar. Shield.
Let Mythen group this. And stun them, guys. Do some damage. Knockback happening in 2 seconds. Watch it. Beams at the same time in 3 seconds. Beams now. Plant. Watch these traps.
Ice block.
Why do you have to send traps there?
I don't know, that screwed me up bad.
Anti-magic shell.
Whoever's got the thing, clear those two there.
Nobody has anything right now.
Yeah, I tried to run there to grab it, it didn't work.
Knockback.
Divine shield.
Traps out.
Revivals.
We got 2 bombs, 20 seconds to do them. We're stopping to move. Beams go. Good. Golem spawning, let them go. And we're going.
Stampeding roar.
He's grouping it. Stun it, guys. Stun it, stun it, stun it. Knock back now. Watch it.
Anti-magic shell.
Not dead. Just wipe it. Reset. How did those 2 traps spawn there? I don't get it.
Those were just the random ones, I think.
It's not random.
Just that-
It's always opposite where you drop the 2.
It was either it might have been a golem.
Oh, that
but
makes
if not
sense.
a golem, if it wasn't a golem, then one of you had them just like too far to the left. And
No, there was it was definitely golems because there was not the set that I dropped after tactical had not dropped yet. So yeah, we just got to do better on interrupts.
Because sometimes the trap spawning with the boss is finicky. You think you're in the right spot, and next thing you know, it's too far out. It's like, no.
Yeah, no, that wasn't it because my set spawned where it should have, or slightly off, but you know I saw it spawn and it wasn't. So when we're talking about ads, Mythin's doing a great job of grouping them. Every time he groups them, I need to see an AoE stun on that group, and I need them to blow up. I need range to follow up on whatever disappears in the far, but I also need melee to take care of what's near us. If we've got cast going down under the boss, that's your responsibility, melee. Range cannot take care of the ones in the back and the ones on the boss as well. We have to take care of that ourselves. So golems and melee range, melee, turn around, interrupt, do some damage. I don't think either I missed it or I didn't see the so yeah, range has their role, but melee we definitely have our role there too.
Do you want to assign AoE stuns? Because they're all going to have long cooldowns, and if everybody's spamming at the same time, nobody's going to have it for a second set.
Do certain people have a stun that's not in their like damage rotation?
Demon hunters and monks, and I guess if Scenaria is running capacitor.
Yeah,
I mean-
and I could throw down a binding shot.
The ads do not spawn more often than once a minute.
Is it
Or at
once a
least,
minute?
I mean, I have my
Run away,
interrupt
run
up
away.
every time.
Yeah, it's
So
150.
I'm assuming that when you actually like gather them up together, there should have been at least like a minute between.
It's
so
115 and
any
the first
stun-
one is at 34. Yeah.
Right. So 1 minute like stuns, which most classes have, should work.
Yeah. I can also partake. It's just part of my damage rotation. So other than the first one, I can take care of them.
Oh, you have shockwave?
Yeah. I spec'd into it for
Uh,
that purpose.
Just to help, since I'm not doing much else, you want me to use sack on cooldown on one of you guys?
Probably. It's not a bad idea. If you don't need it.
What he's saying is me.
It's probably better on me than Mythin. Mythin's a beast, and I suck at magic damage.
Alright, I'll use it on you, Vor.
Yeah. Alright. Alright. Reps, reps, reps. Reducing the chaos, guys.
Five, four, three.
I don't know if Spear would work, Jess, but if it does, it'd be huge. So it may be worth sciencing it.
For the damage.
What's that?
For the damage, the burst damage.
Watch knockback.
Tranquility. Anti-magic shell.
Beams now.
Watch your step.
Healing tide.
Alright, we got new lines. Ignore these golems.
Watch your step.
Beams now. Roar go.
Stampede roar. Divine shield. Tranquility.
And watch it. There's knockback happening in 2 seconds. Knockback now. Beam simultaneously. Watch your beams. plant beams. We've got beams in 3 seconds.
Anti-magic shell.
New circles out. We got knockback happening and beams at the same time. Watch the traps. Get Ash up now.
Spirit link. Rebirth.
Beams happening now, plant. Sorry. And we've got golems. Let them go. As soon as tactical spawns, we can use the gate to get away.
Watch your step.
Stampeding roar. Wind rush.
Nothing back.
Anti-magic shell.
Watch your step.
Nah, it's too late.
Another failed testament.
Taunt boss.
Let's wipe it. Alright, let's keep going at it and figure out this transition.
Is that helping you when I use it on you?
It does, yeah. I need to hear that you're doing it though. And that's on me. Paladin sacrifice. Blessing of sacrifice?
Anti-magic shell.
Okay.
With your meager capabilities.
Yeah, melee, if you can position yourself between the outer edge and the boss, it's always going to be optimal. The only person that's going to be there is the tank. You won't be hitting range, you won't be doing anything with it, so. Ideally,
Yeah,
it's either super side edge or behind.
Yeah, so I noticed him a lot of times when we're pulling the boss. I'm taking the beam to the back of the boss, to the wall.
Yeah.
Like, and then the beam goes off before the knockback goes out. So I'm able to walk in front of the boss and get knocked back the right direction without worrying.
I mean, even if you get knocked back into the wall, that's good for you because you don't move.
Yeah, but
obviously you want to charge, so you're whatever, but not every.
Well, there are times where the beam goes off. Like I have the beam and I'm sitting next to a fire puddle, so I don't want to be knocked back into the fire puddle.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still so far seems pretty safe.
Mm-hmm. Lock cookies and Wonkus, please.
Hey, Bulwark.
Yep.
The first taunt after we do traps here and here, can you leave them with me for like another stack or two?
Yeah.
Just so, like, I'll get them out. I'm just trying to move the timer of the taunt. You know what I mean?
I think
that way I don't have to tank them across the transition.
I think me taunting early here is also one of my mistakes. Like not taunting late here, sorry. Like I wait till you're at like 10 stacks as opposed to taunting super quickly. If I taunt here quicker, that could also help. So I don't know. Because the problem with diamond taunt, if I taunt any later here, I can't get him into position for that tactical in the bait. Like I'm too close to the edge and the beams are in a bad spot and all that. So I think our solution is more down the line than here.
Like I said, I'm just trying to adjust it a little bit. That way you have him on the transition on the second part, because moving him and getting the ads grouped is...
No, it's not good. It's not a good thing. Yeah, let's see if I can... Let's see if I can figure it out on triangle area to taunt a bit earlier so that we can... Because I literally almost am getting it by the time you're gathering the ads. So I just need a 3 seconds or something. It's not huge.
Yeah. I noticed every time we move the X, like he's slightly out of position. It's because I'm still trying to group.
Yeah, no, I know. Cass, you good?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Cool. Let's focus on positioning, trying to figure out a pattern. I don't care so much about your DPS right now. I want to make sure these ads die, the interrupts go through, we're positioning knockbacks and things like that, guys.
Anti-magic shell.
Alright, we got circles. And push back now.
Tranquility.
And beams. Good.
Healing tide.
We got new lines. Golems, let them through.
Watch your step.
Tactical. Beams now and roar.
Stampeding roar. Stampeding roar.
All group, guys, do your thing. Got knocked back in 3 seconds. We got beams as well. Watch the beam lines. Watch the beam lines. Simultaneous.
Watch your step.
Life decree.
Marked for disposal.
Rebirth.
Taunt boss.
Anti-magic
We
shell.
got knockback and beam happening simultaneously. Can I get the fort, please? Watch the bombs. Watch the bombs.
Watch your step.
Got traps. I'm sorry.
Revival.
We're baiting here where boss is, pretty much.
Spirit link. Sacrifice.
Golems are coming through. Let them go. And then tactical, you can gate away. We've got an area on blue where we're safe right now. Knockback.
Watch your step.
Traps. Ooh, bad. Alright, wipe it. Yeah, I'll try and leave it on you earlier.
Anti-magic shell.
We'll deal with the first thing. Definitely wait for traps to spawn after tactical though. Because otherwise, and even then I'm screwing that spawn a whole lot. But if you have it, you're probably not in that position because I was dragging it. We do have dedicated people, Jules. It's Casatello and Lore. Later on, I'm gonna probably say it's a bit more freestyle because it's gonna be a bit more obvious. But for now, they're purposely doing specific traps. Just a reminder, Cass and Lore, we need both on X cleared with the first set. Keep it up. I know it's tough. Wonkus. Yeah. You tried new slide.
No, he actually had a chest expire.
AI, please. And fort. AI, Cass. Casatella, artificial intelligence, please. Thank you. There you want this. Bronze, please. Thank you.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Time to analyze your threshold for pain.
Watch it, Charles.
Tranquility.
And beams now.
Light
them out.
healing
Good.
tide.
Taunt boss.
That works. That's fine. Alright, let these through. Plant. We got beams in 3, 2, 1, go. Roar. Good. We got golems. They're all gathered up. Do your thing. Stun them. We got knockback in 3 seconds. Watch the knockback and beams at the same time. Beams spread and plant. Beams plant.
Sacrifice.
God damn. Keep doing that. Alright, we got beams in 5.
Darkness.
Beams now. Careful with the boss.
Anti-magic shell.
Alright. Beams, position yourselves. We got knockback in 3 beams at the same time. Watch the bombs. We got traps coming up now. Get away.
Spirit link. Tiger's lust.
Planting.
Stampede
Good.
lore.
Golems, let them through.
Mana tide.
Tactical, we can gate. Running away.
Wind rush. Stampeding lore.
Knockback.
Iron bar.
Watch the traps. Alright, we've got golems. Let's take care of those. Good. Watch these traps that spawn we see.
Ice block.
Beams now. Knockback now.
Life cocoon. Tranquility. Anti-magic shell.
Traps are spawning now. Watch it. Get out. Cast, get out. We're baiting on star here. We're baiting on star. There's a knockback that's going to happen. You can ride this knockback out. Plan for beams. Beams and then reposition for knockback. Don't worry about it. Ride this knockback out. Ride the knockback out. Good. Now AoE the shit out of that. We got traps coming. Watch it. New traps, new traps, new traps on top of everybody. That's great.
Anti-magic shell.
That's my bad. But I know what to do there.
Tranquility.
We got golems galore doing their thing. Let's wipe it. Let's reset. It was already there. It's tight, Mythin, but I think that works.
The golems eventually expire, right? If somebody doesn't pick up the piece.
Yes.
Yeah.
So should we just have... You have designated traps for Glorf and Cats, but should we have other people pick up the other 2 so they're not missing out on 2 golems?
I think they're managing, right?
I saw a couple expire.
Did you?
I was about to pick one up and then it expired.
Do you wanna volunteer if Valo maybe like a third option? So Cass and Glor can do clearing on X. Valo, you can pick one up when you see one and clear some obvious stuff like right in the middle of the group
Gateway.
that shouldn't be there.
Sure.
Consider that you have 2 minutes with that on you. Never let it go to waste. If you pick one up and we've been clean, just throw it on. Like we're trying to keep a line here going. So definitely, yeah, those markers are screwing up. Gateway from star to blue actually. For later it's gonna matter. For now it's whatever. So I was saying, Velo, we're trying to keep a lane free from star to square. If we manage to play clean, just don't let one expire. try and throw it on one of these blue or blue or star edges, like for, if you know what I mean. If we're playing clean, and there's some traps here, and they make sense because they're right on the edge, and you're about to expire, just clear one anyways. Make sense? I lost him. What?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, I'll definitely try to target ones kind of in the middle and.
Yeah, I mean, we spawn
That's
some
not-
terrible shit sometimes, and that's
Yeah.
your priority. My point is, if we've been clean, and your 2 minutes is about to expire, your target is on the end of these markers. If we're here, do something here. If we're on the other side, do something over there. That's all.
Gotcha.
Wonkus repair. There's a repair bot right next to blue over here. That works.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Time to analyze your threshold for pain.
Watch the traps. Good. Alright, knockback happening. Lines right after. Beams in 2, 1, go. Traps out.
Taunt boss.
Alright. Circles plant. Let these going through. Tactical. Roller and go.
Standing roar. Divine shield. Tiger's lust.
Blow these ads up. Knockback in 2 seconds. Knockback now. And beams. Like that spawn every time if I do that. Beams go.
Anti-magic shell.
I need to get closer.
Alright, knockback and knockback happening at the same time with beams, so watch your back here. Watch the bombs. Traps are coming out now. We're baiting here on blue. Baiting here on blue. Beams plant now.
Mana time.
You can go for that gate as soon as tactical pops up.
Sacrifice.
Running across. Look for the knockback. Look for the knockback. Knockback now. We got beams at the same time. Good.
Hey, on this transition,
We'll talk about it after.
Okay.
Another failed test.
Anti-magic shell.
We got beams now. Plant. 2 tanks dead.
Iron bark.
Healer dead. Let's make sure we res when that happens, but we can wipe it. Wipe it.
Resilience to extreme temperature. Another failed test subject.
Alright, Murgle. I'll get back to you in a second, Jess. Murgle, I know you're gonna hate me here. How fun is it to place a first gate and then place a second gate during the fight? Would you like me?
When do you want me to put a second one?
I would change the positioning of the first one because we're baiting for the first one, not in the same spot where I want your gate to be later on. So the first one would be... Your first one would be somewhere that I will say in 2 seconds because I can't see. Your first one would be from here to the opposite equivalent.
Gateway.
Yeah. And then when we get a bit, as soon as we use this the first time, I need a gate from blue to star, but that one is in no rush. We will only need it later, I think. Because we use knockback for the 3rd tactical. I think we use knockback for the 4th tactical as well. It might be for the 5th. So...
Yeah.
We'll see. Just put it there for now. This is gonna be our first stack point.
Gateway.
Yeah. And we'll see. We'll see later. Let's do that, and let's do this. All right, cool.
We never did the wind fury group.
Oh, you're right. Cool. Bulwark, Rare Jewels.
Yes,
And
me, Lyra.
it's done. Oh. It's okay. All right, just me. What?
Which marker did we just die at? Was it X?
We died at X, correct.
I noticed that seems to be like a really tight point for us every single time we're dying there, and I think it's the transition with the tactical and the beams happening at the same time.
It's we're not moving properly on that transition, and it was a mess. So the idea is we will be baiting. Everybody is on square baiting the tactical. When we're doing that, that means the tactical will be that pillar and the two right next to it. What that enables us is to gate away from it, everybody. We bring the boss over as far as we can, and you're going to use the knockback to get knocked towards X, but there's beam happening at the same time. If you use that beam and you get knocked back towards the tactical, you're dead because there's a slight overlap almost. So we need to position the boss quicker, and people just need to kind of get used to getting over there a lot quicker and getting ready for that knockback. All the while worrying about golems. I know it's a lot, but it's just there's too much happening right now, and we're just not getting there fast enough to plant.
So what I think, because I noticed that the poll prior to that we survived it. If the raid group the people that don't have the beams stay behind the boss, and the rest of the raid get up against that wall, that wall is a safe spot.
It is, absolutely.
Yeah, so if you want to live and not worry about getting hit by the beams, like
Yeah, the objective is literally to get knocked back towards X.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really the only option, whether you have beams or not, because if you get knocked the other way, you're in tactical destruction.
The tactical expires like a second and a half before the beam goes off. So you do have an option, but it's really sketch.
Yeah, so I noticed that beams, if you stay kind of like following behind the boss, and then everyone else is over in the corner already, then it's the safest spot.
Somebody throw a res on Wonkus so he can take it in mid-fight.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Time to analyze your
Too
threshold.
late. Never mind.
I got it off.
Okay, you did. Nice. Watch knockback. We got beams going. Traps going out.
Taunt boss.
Got golems coming out. Ignore them. Let them do their thing. Beams now and go. Alright, we got knockback happening in 3 seconds. Knockback now, beams simultaneously. Watch these traps. Nice. I finally got it.
Sacrifice.
We got beams in 5, plant.
Iron bar. Rallying cry. Anti-magic shell.
Knockback and beams happening simultaneously here.
Iron bar. Revival.
We got traps coming out. Move into square. We're planting at square. Beams, be careful.
Spirit link.
Plant now. Beams out now. Got golems coming out. As soon as tactical spawns, we can gate. Alright, go. Watch where these free spaces are. This is where you get knocked back to. Watch the beams.
Life cocoon.
Watch these traps spawning in 2 seconds, guys. Make sure you can run away. Moving. Traps. Make sure you interrupt, guys. Can't allow casts here. Watch the bombs. We got a golem right next to us doing traps and freely. We got beams and knockback simultaneously here. Watch it. Knockback.
Tranquility.
Traps going out. Watch it. Whoever's in that corner, you're stuck there. Beams. Plant. 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 Good. Moving to triangle right now. Triangle. Triangle. Everybody baiting. Everybody baiting on triangle. Plant for beams. And then we got pushback. You can ride this pushback out. Don't be stressed. Beams happen. Now everybody position for knockback. Good. Now group it and hurt it. Spread, 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 spread. We got beam happening in 5 seconds. Don't get hit by tactical like your tank. Beams now.
Rebirth.
Good.
Iron bar.
We got knockback and beams happening now. Knockback in 3 actually. Knockback.
Tranquility.
And then we got traps. And we got a bomb. And we got a wipe.
Anti-magic shell.
Yeah, we can use this tactical to get knocked back as well. Survive it, Nathan, really quickly. See if you can use the knockback. Yeah, that works. Cool.
I don't know if I was just seeing stuff, but it felt like when my back was to him, he didn't knock me back as far.
I think you're crazy, but I don't know. I have no idea. If you want to keep sciencing it, go for it. Give us some data.
You talk about being like right up next to his body.
I was close to him that time.
That's
I
not.
was turned around shooting a golem.
It's not a bad idea, Jess. So when we're doing gate on square, we already have the 4 people that have the beams. Those people walk it out. Don't use the gate. That way you don't end up in front of the boss with everybody else. Want to try avoid throwing those beams onto the raid. Don't worry about it. He was never in that pool.
Five, 4, 3, 2.
Time to analyze your threshold for Can you adapt to new hazards?
Alright, we got knockback. Plant, got beams coming. Beams now. Watch the trap, watch the trap.
Healing tide.
Taunt boss.
Good. Got golems, let them go. Planting for beams. Beams are done. Roar go.
Anti-magic shell. Divine shield. Tranquility.
Watch the knockback happening in 2 seconds. Beams happening simultaneously. Almost. Valo, I need you.
Life cocoon. Tiger's lust. Ice block.
When that happens, Mythin, still bring it over here. If I screw up the positioning, let's keep the rest like we usually would.
To be honest, I couldn't really see, so it looked good.
Yeah, we're good now. Knockback and beams happen simultaneously. Watch it. Almost simultaneously. Traps, get out. Stacking on square.
Iron bar.
Beams, tactical, go. Anybody else don't gate. Anybody else don't gate. Well, the people with the beams don't gate. Words. Watch the knockback now on the beams. We got traps spawning now. Watch it.
Revival. Anti-magic shell.
Beams now. Plant. Good. Beams into knockback. We've got time before the knockback happens. Beams now knockback.
Tranquility.
Watch the traps. Traps now. We're going on triangle here.
Divine shield.
Oh, sorry, beams. My bad. Yeah, I wasn't paying attention. We're baiting on triangle here. Baiting on triangle.
Anti-magic shell. Sacrifice.
Tactical. Use this to knock back. We got knockback coming out now. Ride the knockback out. You got it. Good. Good.
Healing tide.
Planting. Ooh, this is bad.
Life cocoon.
Alright, wipe it. So Glor cast, you guys are doing good with the first set. Valo, I think I'm always going to do what I just did there, and you need to instantly clear. I think it's skull every time. No, it's not. It's skull. Yeah. Wipe it.
So X, then clear.
Let Valo take care of skull, and you guys, Cass and Driz, keep taking care of X. And the last one, I don't know where yet. But doing that bad, it feels bad. But doing this 2-set instead gave us more clearance on the other side for some reason. Oh no, Valo. Or Rare, Jules.
It looks like, for the way we were pulling it, X, then Moon and / Skull, then we went to Blue for Tactical, then we went towards X again. So, entire X area, basically.
Yeah, X area is safe. On the second set of golems, I need you guys to start clearing this way a bit. Like, triangle area. Yeah, triangle area is your next bet. So, there's a set spawning pretty much instantly on X where we are. And then there's some more stuff spawning over here that's worth clearing. Because we want to come stack on triangle. Because we're trying to bait tactical. And that's something for you guys, range. Every time we come around to tactical, we're going to be baiting either on square, star, or triangle. Square's the first one. Triangles is, triangle after that. Things like that. I have no idea, Mythin. I also reached out to Rian right now. See if you could get on.
Oxy on. No, he's
No, he's not. Yeah, we're doing our best to recruit, but if the recruits don't show up, it's not our fault. And then there's Invictus, who had an unfortunate mishap. That's not his fault. It's like, ugh. Never fear, foe is here. I like it.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Time to analyze your threshold for fame. To new hazards.
Knockback.
Tranquility.
Beams now. Get out.
Healing tide.
Alright, we got golems, ignore them. Plan for beams.
Stampeding roar.
There you go.
Stampeding roar. Divine shield.
Watch knockback coming up in 3 seconds.
I'm dead. Someone else is gonna have to get skull.
Yep.
They hurt.
Skull, get off skull, get off skull.
Hydra's lust.
We're always going to be spawning a trap there, guys, so be mindful of that.
Life cocoon.
Alright, plant, beams out.
Sacrifice. Anti-magic shell.
Got beams now. Knockback happening. We got traps, get out of there. We're stacking on square.
Spirit link.
Beams, plant. Whoever gets the new circles, do not gate, please. Everybody else gate when tactical comes out.
Stampeding roar.
Watch the knockback, watch the knockback. Trap spawning on the bus. 2 seconds, get out of there now. Don't forget to interrupt the golems.
Rallying cry. Iron bar. Anti-magic shell.
Nice. Bring him back. Good. Get Ash up. Good.
Rebirth.
We're clear on triangle. Good. Watch the knockback. Trap spawning now. Get out. We're going to triangle. Where did triangle go? Triangle's on me.
Taunt boss.
Triangle bait, triangle bait, triangle bait. Beams. Plant beams. Then there's knockback. Alright, position for knockback. Alright, wait, but... Did we bait it right? It felt like we didn't.
You didn't. We usually go to this corner right here, so that he does tactical destruction, then we go towards X.
Anti-magic shell.
He did like the opposite.
Another failed test subject.
All right. Lore and cast. I'm starting to make sense of all this, by the way. Sorry. Trying to get a feel for what we need to do. So on the second set, clear 2 on triangle. You guys did that. But also try and clear. Oh, sorry. I'm resetting. Thank you, Miffin.
Gateway. Life cocoon.
Thank you, Jess.
Yeah,
Everybody.
it's kind of like an audio cue.
Yeah, everybody should probably be taking that.
And I put down a hammer right there.
Cast and lore. First set, you guys got it. 2 on X. Valo's got skull. I need 2 on triangle cleared. Whether it's this or this, I don't know which ones. I'm not sure yet. But I need some saved for star as well. So if you can do 2 here and 2 over there, I think that'd be ideal.
They're coming out a lot faster. We'll get it eventually.
Yeah. It's a lot of figuring out our own pattern here. Sure, there's... Yeah.
Usually so simple.
No, it's never that simple.
Hey, for the beams, is it like 2 melee, 2 ranged?
I don't know if there's an even split or something.
Feels like it.
I've never paid attention to it, nor have I read anything about it. If you figure out the pattern, sure. Let us know.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Time to analyze your threshold and adapt to new hazards.
Watch the knockback.
Anti-magic shell. Tranquility.
Traps out. That's nice, Jess.
Yeah, just like an audio cue, it helps.
Yeah.
Darkness.
Watch your step.
Waiting for beams. And roar right out.
Stampeding roar. Divine shield. Stampeding roar.
Honk it when you're safe.
I can't. Oh,
not you.
Not me.
Knockback.
Sacrifice.
Watch your step.
Stay off skull.
Ice block.
Planting beams in 5. Beams now. Beams and knockback simultaneously.
Anti-magic shell.
Get away from there. Traps are happening now.
Revival.
We're stacking on square here. Beams in 3.
Spirit link.
Everybody that doesn't have beams gate when tactical happens.
Watch your step.
Tactical, go. Beams now. Knockback as well.
Watch your step.
Watch the traps. Traps.
Anti-magic shell.
Beams in 3. Beams now.
Rallying cry.
Got Golem still good. Clear red star now, guys. Oh. We got knockback happening as beams are happening, so watch it. Now.
Watch your step.
Just wipe it. We'd be baiting. Yeah, we got a lot of them. That's amazing right now what you guys did on start, by the way. That's good. We'd be riding this knockback. We'd be going over to star.
There you go. That's a proper.
Yeah, that was really good. Traps were doing trap management was good that pull. One thing I know that the add-on has been helpful for the week, or yeah, if if anybody doesn't have this, I highly suggest it. Obviously, it's extra noise in your ears, but the beams going out is important. You got to make sure you're avoiding it, and I'm not counting it down. So, what's
nice,
that?
Female voice counting rather than yours.
Right.
You don't find Bullock's voice soothing?
I don't know. Apparently not. Especially tonight.
If he gets on, and Wonka still is back, I could always ask Jason.
Yeah, sure.
Might not know the fight, but he'll be a body. So.
Yeah, no, I asked a few people as well. I just don't have a response yet. So, if anybody has a body that's decent.
For Bushi, but he's doing a raker.
Yeah. One thing, Mealy, when the boss is right here and we finally kill the ads, there's some traps coming out. A lot of you are waiting for it on Skull. Skull is not safe, so just keep that in mind. We're going... If you're over here with me, that's fine. But stay off Skull.
Five, 4, 3, 2.
Time to analyze your threshold for pain.
Watch the traps. Watch the knockback. Climb B5. Watch the plant. Traps.
Taunt boss.
Let the columns go. Plant. Nuclide roar. Let's go.
Stampeding roar. Divine shield. Stampeding roar.
We got knockback happening in 3.
Sacrifice.
Get off Skull. Skull is not safe. Traps. Plant. Beams in 5.
Anti-magic shell. Rebirth.
Get a res on him. Yep, it's fine. Knockback in 5.
Ice block.
Knockback now. Beams as well.
Protection.
Get out, traps.
Revival.
Dude, I thought I took him. I'm so sorry.
Spirit
Beams, plant.
Life cocoon.
We're baiting on square right now. Square. Everybody without beams can gate.
Anti-magic shell. Tiger's Lust.
Watch the knockback. Traps, get out.
Mana Tide.
Another failed test subject.
Alright, push back. I think it's wipe.
We got.
You got hurry telling me in officer chat it's a wipe, dude. I think you're right. Alright, let's break. I thought I did. I thought you did, Mythin, but Hurry wanted the wipe. I can't. I'm sorry. I think what you did there, by the way, Mythin, was good. If I can every time bait it on the... Bait that pair on the far edge right here, and you bring it into that slot right here, should be...
Hang on. I don't even see you. I totally wasn't even paying attention.
Cool. Yeah, no.
Where are we here?
Let's say we're here after that second tactical, and I have boss on me.
Yeah.
I'm spawning traps right here, but there was already a trap right there.
Mm-hmm.
You brought it in so that you could fill in this little void right here. And I like that.
Oh, after the second tactical.
Yes.
Okay. I was like, wait, what? Okay.
What do you think? By the way, I've been taking it around 9-10 on the... It's break, by the way, guys. I don't know if you guys heard me. I don't know if you... What do you think of me leaving it on you until like 11 or 12 stacks on the first one?
Be my ghost. I'll hold it till tactical if you want.
Yeah, that's the idea. Stretch it out a bit more.
That's fine. Doesn't bother me at all.
Because that sequence right there where I had the boss for that whole
'Cause
transition was a lot easier.
I might not even hit 12 stacks, to be honest with you, because, like, usually what happens when he's spawning these two traps, I'll just pop AMS and run him to triangle.
Right.
That whole time, I'm not gaining any stack.
Yeah. Yeah, you're around 9 right now when I take it, and I take it when pretty much golems are about coming out. So I think it's probably 1 or 2 extra hits.
Should be fun.
Okay. Yeah.
It wasn't really scary until 14, then I
Yeah,
ran out of
14 is
defenses, like,
scary.
oh no.
Yeah, okay. So 12 seems reasonable?
Yeah, 12 should be fine.
Okay. I love it. I'm crying at 7.
Don't seem to be killing us.
Lots of things. Beams. Cass got sniped from across the room. That was unfortunate. We've got people getting in traps. We got bad trap spawn. We got lack of cooldown usage. I have my rally that I wasn't using all the time because so there's a lot of things where it's just people are not totally in control yet. I think that's more the issue right now. Not so much the gameplay, not the gameplay, but the game plan, but more so the execution of said plan.
Do you want to try having melee be on as if the boss is facing us now on the right side of the boss and range being on the left side?
I have no idea what you just said.
So for the beams, when melee gets targeted,
Mhm.
is if like wherever y'all's boss positioning is. So like if you're looking at him from the tank's perspective, melee stand on the right side, and then range stand on the left side. So melee is not nuking people in ranged.
They should be between the boss and the outer edge, most likely.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because y'all are always having his right side facing the outer edge.
Not necessarily. We typically have his face facing the outer edge. Sometimes. I see what you mean. Sometimes we're dragging it and his left shoulder is looking at the outside. It depends, really. Yeah. It
Just
really...
have melee always on the outer edge.
Yeah.
Towards the outside.
Instead of having a side of the boss, I just define outer edge with those circles.
Yeah, because honestly, I think like there are certain spots that are nice to take the beam as melee to avoid getting the raid hit, so that way our beams kind of just hit the walls.
Right.
Yeah, Jules, I noticed that a lot of the beams, at least what I'm noticing, especially during the transitions, it's safe to go to the area where the tanks are, because the beams may go off first, and then right after that you move, and then the traps go out. Like there's usually kind of like a few seconds or so that you can move away. Yeah, I think if we can get the beams under control, then that's like, I think we will. The fight's like pretty much over.
It's beams and golems. Beams, golems, knocks back. If you control all three of that, the fight, you got the fight. golems have been better, but we're still struggling on that second transition towards the beam and knockback, so we're not getting the control on the golems we should, but it's already still better. Yeah, so you missed that part on Tuesday, both of you, but there's two, let's say bosses on this side, there's 2 golems spawning here, there's 2 golems spawning on the other side. Typically, these 2 go to the other side and the other side come over here. What we want to try and see happen is melee take care of these 2 that are going over to the other side and making sure, because at that point when we're damaging them, they're going to be close to the boss. So melee has to make sure those die, interrupt those. Range are taking care of the ones that are going super far.
Hey Ash.
Yeah, what's up?
I think the only time that we
Leveling
can't
your
really
mage?
do the
Not leveling, gearing your mage
beams
in the
to
meantime.
outer edge from melee is during some of the transitions.
What's the name of your mage, by the way, and on which server?
When they're moving across the room.
Yeah, so I think in those instances, maybe have the beams point towards the direction that we just came from.
That works, except whenever it's paired with the knockback, because then you get thrown back. But I think beams on the side, everybody up front, is a better option for that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Kind of like the miasma beams at back in Castle.
Oh dear. How dare you talk about that?
The traps really don't deal that much damage if you only get 1 stack. If you're just standing in it and you're getting multiple stacks, that's when it really starts to hurt, because we do have a lot of hots between 2 druids and a mistweaver, so.
Right. I think your mage needs a bit of work, but I mean,
It's just mostly that the beams hurt more than anything else.
yeah, the beams definitely hurt. It's probably the embers, the beams.
I did notice on the pool that we're doing when we're moving back over to this side, when you're having us get knocked back, since everybody's stacked up, the beam circles come out right at that point. So then everybody just starts taking a bunch of damage because there's 4 circles stacked on top of everybody.
Mm-hmm.
I think we need to have like a slight spread for that.
Do you know where that is specifically?
So it's the transition whenever, somebody use my statue. So whenever we're going from triangle and we're using the knockback to come back to star.
Okay, so 3rd tactical.
Right. That's when you're saying use the beams, ride the wave.
I mean, the beams
That's your call
happen.
out.
The beams should be totally out. They have time to let those beams go and then position themselves for knockback.
Right, but what I'm saying is whenever we get knocked back, beam circles immediately come back out.
Okay, so we're
off,
stacking
so we're all
too
stacked.
hard and we're hurting because the new set spawned on us.
Correct.
Okay, makes sense. Yeah, we can just preemptively not stack there. We just need to ride the knockback. We don't need to be stacked.
30 seconds, Jeff.
$15 seconds. Let's go.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
We finished before. Oh, that sucks. Good job. Let's get a res on foe. These are one-on-one death rolls. I don't have 50k. I have 46k. I'm sorry, I can't participate. Let's see who's back.
Since they're DC, kick Wonkus, because I have a weak aura that flashes when people are missing and it counts dead offline
Gotcha.
people, I guess.
I got a donation. Somebody wanted to see me lose my gold.
Can you guys summon me, please?
Let's get summon on Hurry and Jesme. We're waiting after you because of some green tea. You're not serious, are you?
Oh, great. Hot.
All right. No. I had just remade my fortune. I sponsored
Was
you.
Hurry the one that donated?
No, it was Mythin.
Oh.
You should have known better,
That's why he
Mythin.
was laughing at you so hard.
You should have known better.
Gateway.
All
See,
right.
I didn't roll a 2.
Yeah, that was the key right there. Flask, some people's flask are up. Sorry. It wasn't, but it is now. Same with Nuclide. Good. Good, good, good. Let's get some fort action. Thank you. Lord, you good? I just realized you weren't ready.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Thank goodness.
Is that all your money, Mythin?
Watch the traps. Knockback.
Tranquility.
Beam's coming. Plant.
Watch your step. Taunt boss.
Healing tide.
Alright, we're waiting for these beams.
Watch your steps.
Stampeding lord.
Roaring, leaving. I got buffs, don't worry about it.
Stampeding lord.
We got knockback coming up in 2 seconds. Watch the knockback.
Tranquility. Sacrifice.
Skull that's not there is not safe.
Watch your step.
Oh, apparently that was bad.
Life
Cool. Awesome. Beams. Plant.
Mana tide. Anti-magic shell.
Got new beams. Knockback and beams simultaneously in 3. Almost 3. I should, yeah, take it back.
Watch your step.
Alright, plan for beams, plan for beams.
Spirit vital.
We're baiting on square. New squares do not take.
Stampeding lord.
Watch your step.
Tactical and go. Knockback happening in 3.
Anti-magic shell. Block.
Knockback now. Traps, watch it.
Watch your step.
Beams now.
No, y'all moved. Yep, killed everybody.
Mythin. Anki, get ready, get hurry up.
Darkness.
Beams, watch it. Wait, hurry, wait. Now. Blast wave, watch it. Traps are coming out. Get out of that pocket.
Anti-magic shell.
Planting. We're baiting on triangle right now. Bait on triangle. Alright, beams. Let the beams happen. And now knockback. Ride this knockback.
This is where I was saying we do the loose stack.
Yeah, loose stack it.
Healing tide.
Planting for beams. Alright, you gotta do that better. Cool. Let's wipe it. Yeah, I left it on you too long. Yeah, Mythin. After you grab it off of me on X, go clockwise. There was a pocket in the corner, but leave it there. It's okay. Not a bad pull. Hey, somebody Rian, thank you. Hello.
Hey, hello.
Appreciate you. Yeah, we don't know where he is.
Never leave us, Rian.
Yeah, Cass just learned yesterday you were leaving at the end of the tier, and he was like, "What?"
Yeah, thanks for telling me, Rian. Appreciate it. We're bros. Yeah, you know, yeah, thanks, buddy. Appreciate it.
I think it's an odd coincidence that Rian's off the, well, not off, but like filling in, and Cast isn't there anymore.
Cass is literally right here.
He used to be main roster though. Like now he just kind of fills in.
It's because Cass has some things going on in his personal life, and he couldn't commit time-wise.
I think he just wants to spend more time with Rian.
Oh, that's what you're saying. I'm sorry, that went 15 feet
Hey,
above my
if
head.
he gets me a free trip to Brazil, I'm in.
Sugar Daddy
Rian.
Rian. What'd you say?
I said if I could pay for it in WoW Gold, I would.
Where's my... There's Skull. Cool. Cass, you good?
Oh, hey,
Ash,
Balak.
you good? Yes?
Are you gonna go over how Mealy can
Yep, Cassick.
take their beams to the edge, the outer
Yeah.
towards the
I
outside?
mean, melee, when you have it, try and be between the boss and the outer edge as much as possible. I know sometimes it's not necessarily easy, but...
5.
I'll tell you if traps are coming or knockbacks coming, so you can... Traps? Knockback. And then beams. Plant. Traps coming out.
Healing tide.
Taunt boss.
Beams are planting.
Watch your step.
New Clyde Roar. Let's go.
Divine shield.
I guess there was a bomb right there.
Yeah.
Get lore up, get lore up. Knockback, knockback. Get off skull, guys. Get off skull. Traps now.
Watch your step.
Life before.
Beams, plant.
Rallying cry. Anti-magic shell.
Beams and knockback simultaneously. Watch it. Plant. I took it too early again. I'm too used to the old thing.
Watch your step.
Traps, get out. Go to square. And we're planting. Beams, watch it.
Spirit link.
As soon as tactical happens, we can gate. Go.
Stand of power.
We need some knockback. Watch it.
Anti-magic shell.
Get out of this pocket. Traps in 2 seconds. Get out, get out, get out.
Watch your step. Tiger's lust.
Beams, planting.
Iron bar.
Plant, plant, plant. Let's wipe it. Reset it.
Taunt boss.
Ice block.
Watch your step.
Rian, I don't think I told you a single thing about this fight. Hello, welcome.
Yeah.
I just took
was just winging it.
I just took it for granted. You're a beast, anyways. You died basically to
I mean,
the.
it's not much different on Mythic. It's just hard.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's a joke.
There's people that have the circles have extra arrows, and basically.
Oh yeah.
Suddenly he's like, "Oh, you're right. There is something."
Gateway.
Here's one thing, two weak auras that are worth having. First one is a countdown for the beams. Second one is a countdown for knockback. Knockback, obviously, watch your back. Traps hurt even more on Mythic. The other one is the people with circles have arrows going towards them. They need to be the only ones getting hit by it. So it's a spread, and they don't stop at you. They go behind you as well. So you got to be mindful. If you're behind somebody that has it, it will come hit you. We call for plant. That means tank and the people with the circles plant. Let the arrows go through. Let everybody else avoid you. Rinse and repeat on that. Golems, like we said, was a focus. So obviously we're grouping him, trying blowing up in that moment. And range interrupts as well. So there's a lot of movement, sequencing, things like that, but you'll get a feel for it. It's not. It's no, sorry. That's not what I wanted to do. It's not exactly like.
Oh, damn it.
Ready?
No, it's nothing.
It's not exactly like Huntsman, because on Huntsman you actually wanted to soak those lines.
I mean, well, it's a similar type thing where it didn't terminate. It's not like Sark where that line terminates at the player. It goes through and beyond the player.
Well, I mean, think of it more as the hurling barrage in Sark, where instead of being a random spot, it's just from the boss itself. And it's not blue, it's red.
Yeah, that one on Sark I always have trouble with, like, where the fuck is it? Trying to find it around the edge of the goddamn room is a terrible mechanic.
Yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Time to analyze your threshold for pain. Can you adapt to new hazards?
Traps. And beams. Spread. We got knockback after.
Anti-magic shell. Watch your step.
I get her up.
Rebirth. Healing tide.
And plant. Let the golems through. We don't touch them until they're grouped on the other side.
Watch your step. Life cocoon.
And we're leaving for.
Stampeding lord. Stampeding lord. Divine shield.
One's getting away range. Don't let it cast. We got knockback.
Ring of peace.
Watch skull. Watch skull. Beams, plant. You just need to watch your footing. Watch the knockback.
It was during tactical. Is that what he's supposed to be diffused at some point?
No, he's diffusing it after.
Got it. Okay, my fault.
Alright, plant. Beams. We're baiting it square. Wait for tactical and then gate.
Stampeding lord.
Go.
Mana tide. Iron bark. Stampeding roar.
Watch the beams, watch the knockback. And traps get out. Yeah, I'm looking.
Anti-magic shell. Iron bark.
Watch the beams plant. We're good, we're healthy.
More
We got
DPS
golems.
on these columns.
Taunt boss.
Plant. We got beams coming. Please clear around triangle. Please clear around star as well. Watch the knockback.
Tranquility.
Traps, get out.
Watch your step.
We're moving, we're moving, we're moving.
Life cocoon.
Beams plant. We're baiting on triangle right now. And we're going to be using this knockback.
Watch your step.
Stampeding roar.
Looking back.
This is knockback riding.
Watch your step.
Alright. Wipe it up. So one thing I've noticed is sometimes golems will target a trap that is already trapped. You can let it go through. It will not trigger another random trap. So nuke light at the end there. The tank spawned a trap literally where he was casting it. And obviously that happens really quickly. It happens really quickly, but if you see him casting on a trap that already is a trap, don't worry about it. Happens, Ash.
Even though I feel like you mean this sincerely, I think that's a little bit too micromanaging to try and figure that out during this.
No, it's tough.
opinion.
It's tough. Don't get me wrong. I'm saying if
It's a rare situation,
It's a
but
rare
it's a helpful
situation, and if you notice it, don't don't waste the interrupt. Is all I'm trying to say.
That's fair.
I'm not giving you minus DKP here. You're good.
Oh, good, because I really needed to use them.
Yeah, Rihanna, especially around the doors, like there's an invisible wall that clips the camera. It's stupid.
Yeah, it's really fun.
Still don't know why Blizzard doesn't have the camera that just sees through shit. Like playing Baldur's Gate, it's like you can just like see through entire towers if you run around. It'd be awful to play that like this, where camera is always like up a character's ass if you're near a wall.
Laura, you good?
I mean, even Diablo does it with its camera on. The few times you walk into a building, it'll disappear the top, you know.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Time to analyze your threshold for pain. Can you adapt to new hazards?
Watch the traps. Good. Knock back first, then lines.
Anti-magic tranquility.
Plant for beams.
Watch your step.
Traps out.
Iron
Taunt
bar.
boss.
Healing tide.
Golems, your assistance is required.
Watch your step.
Beams now. Borgo.
Taunt boss.
Divine stampeding roar.
Watch the knockback here, coming up in 5 seconds. Take care of these interrupts.
Tranquility.
Get off skull, get off skull.
Life cocoon.
Watch your step.
Tiger's lust.
Beams plant. We got knockback coming up in 5.
Anti-magic shell.
Knockback in 3, 2, 1.
Taunt boss. Watch your step.
Traps out. 1 to square.
Iron bar. Spirit link.
Planting beans. New beans, don't gate. Everybody else gate. Watch the beams. Watch the knockback as well. Watch the traps. Get out of here.
Watch your step.
Plant, 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 plant. Good.
Anti-magic shell.
Another failed test subject.
Knockback and beams in 5.
Darkness.
Knocking back.
To extreme temperature.
Tranquility.
Taunt boss.
I'll take it as soon as traps happen.
Watch your step.
Alright, we're baiting on triangle next. Beams plant, sorry. Ugh, that's my bad, I didn't realize. We're baiting at triangle right now.
Anti-magic shell.
Beams plant, and then there's knockback. Ride this knockback out. Ride the knockback out.
Knocking back.
Ride it out. Good. We got trap spawning. Trap spawning. Get out.
Watch your step.
We trapped you, Mythin. Alright, wipe it.
Oh.
Another failed test subject.
What's that, Nuke Slide? Can you kind of elaborate? Is it the timing of the spells going out, or is it the position of the boss?
Yeah, so I think that this boss has like a little bit of spell priority, so the spell queuing isn't consistent from pool to pool, 100% at least. So sometimes maybe the curse like messes some things up. I'm not 100% sure, but the point is I think a lot of people are using the knockback, especially range, to go back into where the tactical is coming from.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of the opposite way of what we do for the third tactical. And basically, I think it has been working fine just okay, but like 4 people died at exactly the same way I died in that particular instance. So I think they were trying to do that because it usually works, but I'm not sure if it's consistent enough to be used.
Right. Try and keep an eye out for it if you guys keep dying because the sequencing is off. Repair behind Mythin and Murgle and Nuklide. If the sequencing keeps happening like that, then you guys are gonna have to
It's
get
not
knocked back.
worth it, no.
Yeah.
I mean,
So,
it has been
you're
working
talking
okay.
about coming over to X, right?
No, yes, correct.
No.
Coming over at X.
We're in the.
Wait, what is the?
You're talking about whenever we're coming over to X and then
Yeah,
the
the
beams are out,
second
right?
tactical. Yeah, after the beams, the knockback that happens. Sometimes the knockback ends after the tactical ends. Sometimes it ends right before the last tick.
Right, so this is what I was saying whenever Jess was asking. If we're moving to this one, I think that beam should be on the side of the boss and everybody else should be in front of the boss for that knockback. Because the side, if you get knocked back, you're going to get knocked back maybe into a trap, but you're not going to die from tactical. And then everybody in front of the boss isn't going to get nuked by the beams if the beams are trying to all squeeze into one spot.
Yeah, and note that there's not a lot of room, but you can get knocked back into that corner and then just walk out. There's traps coming out really quickly afterwards, but once that knockback happens, everybody can rotate out. You good, Ash?
Yep.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Time to analyze your threshold for pain. Can you adapt to new hazards?
Alright, watch the knockback.
Tranquility.
And beams. Ooh, traps, get out.
Taunt boss.
And let's plant here. Do you have Curse of Darkness or Curse of Weakness, Myrtle?
Stampeding roar.
Or
Stampeding roar. Divine shield. Anti-magic shell.
watch the knockback happening in 2 seconds.
Tranquility.
Sorry about that.
Get off skull, get off skull. Good.
Tiger's lust.
Plant.
Rallying cry.
Taunt boss.
We got knockback and beams at the same time. Plant.
Taunt boss. Knocking back.
Anti-magic shell.
I'll be fine with him. Leave it on me for the transition.
Spirit link. Sacrifice.
Beams happening. Plant.
Revival. Stampeding roar.
So this is the transition where I'm talking about beams on the side, everybody in front.
Knocking back.
Knockback, watch it.
In this one, yeah, people were fine.
Watch your step.
Traps, get out. Get Mython up.
Rebirth. Anti-magic shell.
Watch it. Plant. Knockback and beams simultaneously.
Tranquility.
Spawn it in that crack if you can. That's all good. Nice. Good job. We're baiting on star right now. We're gonna be going to triangle. Start. Yeah. Plan for this. We're riding the knockback out towards triangle. Beams first. Now position for knockback. Spread out here. Don't be stacked. Good. Watch the traps. Watch the traps. Clear these traps. Clear these bass traps. Gotta take care of the golems. Plant. Now we got time actually. Plant now.
Iron bar.
Taunt boss.
Tranquility. Anti-magic
Knockback.
shell.
At this point, it's really clear whatever you can with these beams between triangle and star.
Life cocoon.
Watch your step.
We got beams, and traps, and things, and wipe it. We've got a lot of bodies still dying early. Gotta be careful with those traps when they spawn.
After our first transition, whenever we move from triangle side to skull side, the beams come back after the knockback. You have to just plant. Don't move at all, because whenever you move because you think you're safe, you're nuking other people. For the very first one.
Gateway.
Got to work on that second transition, guys. We're still a lot of people dying, not doing that well on that second set of ads, and it's just snowballing from there. Let's try a pull where I don't care about your damage. Let's figure out that transition, do it right. Golems, beams, knockbacks, damage is secondary, guys. Lower your flask. Hurry your flask. Exto fort. Thank you.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Time to analyze your threshold for pain. And you will adapt
Traps.
to new hazards.
Watch the knockback. We got traps coming out there. And traps coming out.
Healing tide.
Golems, your assistance is required.
Anti-magic shell.
No planting.
Watch your step.
Roaring out.
Stampede Stampede. Divine shield.
Don't let X cast, guys. Range. Take care of it. Thank you. Push back now.
Knockback's coming out. Stand still.
Watch X. Skull. Sorry. Got beams. Plant.
Iron bar. Mana tide.
We got beams and knockback coming up in a few seconds. Plant. Traps out.
Taunt boss.
Iron bar.
We're planting.
Spirit rallying cry. Revival.
We're baiting square. As soon as tactical happens, we're running away.
Watch your step.
Gate. Beams now and knockback simultaneously.
Magic shell.
Watch your step.
Watch the traps get out. That's good. Well, beams, plant. Get him out.
Divine shield.
Watch the bombs, guys. Bombs hurt. Beams and will happen before knockback, so plant beams.
Taunt boss.
And knockback.
Tranquility.
Traps, get out.
Anti-magic shell.
Beams planting now. We're baiting on triangle now. Baiting on triangle. Beams out. We will have time to adjust for the knockback after. We're riding the knockback out. Beams plant. Come back for knockback. Riding knockback. Riding knockback.
Life cocoon. Healing tide.
Watch your step.
Bad traps. Clear these traps instantly. Beams plant. Okay.
Taunt boss.
Adds in the back.
Anti-magic shell.
Taunt boss.
Beams plant. Knockback. Watch it.
Knocking back.
It's you and me, Nathan, for these bombs. Unless Verge, can you bubble these? Yeah. That's all good. That's not bad.
That's an excuse. You're dead? What?
It was also on cooldown, he said.
For disposal.
Fire. Like, oops, I'm dead.
Golems, your assistance
Ice
is
block.
required.
Watch your step.
Alright, not a bad pull.
Knocking back.
Resilience to extreme temperatures.
You're figuring out your limits, Nathan, you know? I'm also stressing your limits. Alright, let's do another poll like that. I liked how we transitioned the first two. Still a few people dying to traps because they were standing on a trap they know is going to spawn. You got to figure out that pattern, guys. We're trying to spawn those traps in the same place every single time. Make sure you got your audio cues up as well. If you listen to game, you can hear that trap spawn. Look for where it's spawning. Where do you have to not be? It should become a reflex to not be in those when those spawn. Second thing, watch for bombs. If you are not good with bomb and wondering are there still bombs alive,
Gateway.
no, that's not it. I'm looking for something. I think this is it. I think it's this. If you suck at knowing if bombs are dealt with and you want to make sure you can avoid them because you suck at looking at the floor, have a list on screen telling you have bombs there. Before we ride the knockback, what does baiting on triangle mean? So the tactical destruction will always do 3 pillars, but there is a central pillar that is essential that we bait. So when I'm calling bait so that we direct traffic on those pillars. Because if we're going to triangle, but this pillar right here spawns because we were baiting incorrectly, that means we're going to die on triangle because that tactical destruction will hit it. So the way you bait tactical destruction is it takes the majority of people's position, then it defines which pillar it's going to trigger. So when I'm saying bait, I literally mean be on triangle or be on star or be on square. No, you definitely need to be doing something extra.
So it does kind of feel like the knockback does take your momentum into effect. So like if you're running towards the boss, you won't go back as far. If you're standing still, you go normal distance. But if you're running away from him, you kind of get yeeted.
Interesting. Cool.
You jump for the extra yeet.
I mean, it's not a bad idea if you're slightly stepping back. If you're close to the boss, anyways, for melee, it's good. Because we do have a certain distance to travel. Yeah, we know.
5, 4, 3, 2,
Time to analyze your threshold. I can't drink anymore. Can adapt to new hazards.
Alright, we got beams. Knockback first.
Tranquility.
Beams plant.
Watch your step.
Traps out.
Taunt boss.
Healing tide.
Golems, your assistance is required.
Watch your step.
Not beams. Right it. Good.
Divine shield. Stampeding roar.
Watch the knockback. No. Beams as well. Beams as well.
Don't move yet.
Yeah, the boss moves there. That's my bad. Okay.
Watch your step.
Rebirth.
Just wipe it.
Rebirth.
For dispose.
3, 2, 1.
I didn't fully grasp what you were saying earlier. Now I get it.
Yeah.
Beams in 5, 4, 3, 2.
Knocking back.
I'm sorry, hurry. I killed you.
Anti-magic shell.
It's his
Watch your
revenge for you
step.
laughing at him losing money to me.
Mythin. Your character sucks. He can't die.
Just spam X, he'll critically hit you.
You 445 yet? Slacker. All Ready check.
Gateway.
Ready check. Gonna do a ready check. Fresh fort. Nuke Lad, you good?
Yeah.
Awesome. Alright guys, let's clean this up a bit more.
5, 4, 3, 2,
Time
1.
to analyze your threshold for pain. Can you adapt to new hazards?
Watch the knockback. Then plant. Plant beams. And traps.
Healing tide. Anti-magic shell.
Without beams, plant for beams.
Watch your step.
We got roar, run away, watch the bombs.
Stampeding roar. Stampeding roar. Divine shield. Taunt boss.
Got knockback. Moving. Watch skull, watch skull.
Watch your step. Lights equivalent.
Can't let those golems do some traps right under our nose. Range, there's a golem over there, thank you.
Iron bark.
Sorry, beams, planted, good.
Anti-magic shell.
We got knockback and beams happening simultaneously in 5.
Taunt boss. Mana tide. Watch your step.
Traps out. Planting on square, baiting.
Spirit link. Taunt boss. Stampeding roar. Watch your step.
Tactical and then go. Nice trap there. Beams. And knockback. Traps happening, get out.
Oh, we lost lots from everybody.
To tactical. Yeah, so let's stop doing that range. I don't want to lose pulls to that. Stop death striking.
Tiger's lust.
You got shit healing you like nothing's happening. This stupid class. I love it. Yeah, so on that second tactical, guys, second tactical. Nuclei was talking about it earlier. Some people are using that knockback to go back towards the middle. Let's avoid doing that. That overlap is not consistent and it's not worth the risk. So just get knocked back towards the edge like everybody else.
What I've been doing on that when I got an arrow on that second tactical, I think Ash was the one who said this earlier, is to have the arrow people go kind of to the sides where you might get knocked into a trap, but you don't get knocked into the tactical destruction.
Right. Are you good? Let's do it.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Time to analyze your threshold for pain.
Traps. Watch the knockback.
Tranquility.
Beams plant. Traps out.
Healing tide. Taunt boss.
And plant.
Magic shell. Watch your step.
Roaring go.
Stampeding lord. Divine shield.
We got knockback happening, and after that, beams. Watch it. Stay off skull. Oh, damn.
Mana tide.
Watch the beams plant. Velo, can you help on the next set of golems since he's up? Knockback and beams simultaneously here, guys. Watch it.
Anti-magic shell. Iron bark. Spirit link.
Beams plant.
Revival.
Tactical, and then we go. Go.
Stampeding roar.
Beams. Knockback. And traps, get out. We've got people dying in tactical again here. Wipe it. So, let's wait for that wait.
Beams in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So, 2 pulls in a row. We know that happens sometimes. Tactical distraction and that knockback are not synced properly, and you can't trust it. Please stop using that knockback to try and get back to the middle. Make sure you are between the edge of the room and the boss so that you can get knocked back to safety every single time. It's not worth the risk if X amount of pulls we died to that. If we lose even one person, it's not worth the risk. We just need people alive for this fight. So play it safe, please. That means being between the boss and the edge before that knockback happens. If you have the arrow, if you have that embers something, just make sure you're on the side and you're not grouped with everybody else. Repair at the back on X, on square.
Whoops.
I got it.
Gateway.
Poor Velo gonna die. Alright. Fort, please.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Time to analyze your threshold for pain.
Watch the traps. Watch the knockback. Beams out, traps out.
Taunt boss.
Healing tide.
Plant.
Watch your step.
Stampeding roar.
Running away.
Divine shield.
Watch the knockback happening in 3 seconds.
Anti-magic shell.
Plant, spread,
Tranquility.
beam and plant. Not traps. Watch skull. Watch skull. Every time skull, guys. Every time.
Life cocoon.
Oh, and I need to move. Thank you. Beams, plant. This is beam and knockback.
Anti-magic shell.
We're healthy right now. Stay alive, guys. Going to blue. Going to blue.
Spirit Bible.
Plant. As soon as tactical, we gate. Don't forget, you're playing it safe. Everybody should be between boss. Knockback and beams. Traps, get out. Oh, bad trap, bad trap, bad trap. Plant, plant, plant. Good.
Iron bar.
Golems, golems, golems.
Anti-magic shell.
We got knockback and beams simultaneously here.
Tranquility.
We got new traps.
Darkness.
Oh, too early. Great. Plant. We're going star here, guys. Star. We're riding it. Obviously, beams. You got time. Watch the bombs. Watch the bombs. Knockback coming. Ride the knockback. Traps.
Turtle.
Beams. Not bad.
Tranquility. Healing tide.
Let's clear whatever's between star and triangle right now. You can onk it. We got knockback coming up. Are you at 14 or 4? Traps coming out. Traps coming out. Watch it. Plant, plant, plant. Clear triangle, please. Clear triangle. If somebody has it, Ash. Please.
Anti-magic shell.
Spreads. Planted. Good. Riding this knockback out.
Stampeding roar. Watch your step. Mana tide. Nothing better. Watch your step.
Alright, we're not safe here. I think this is gonna hit us.
Revival.
Okay, we were safe. Cool.
Spirit link.
Wipe it up, wipe it up.
Anti-magic shell.
33. 34% exactly. Personal best, guys. All right, it's getting there. We're slowly figuring this out. After that third tactical, clear the lane between. Yeah, we got to do better on ads for sure. So after the tactical is safe, we've got the knockback figured out for that second one. Everybody needs to turn around and deal with the ads. Ads range and melee. So just keep that in mind.
Gateway.
Yeah, because I think it's that third one, or third set of ads especially, where they spawn where we're already being pushed to the other side of the room, so there ain't shit we can do for like 2 of them that are off in Neverland while tactical's going on.
Right. Need a res for Rian. Yeah, we know, Mythin. You're doing fine. Still kicking my ass in DPS too. I'm not sure if that works. Below 50%, you can't do anything to them. So there's that, Jules. Rian, on pull, I think you have a tendency to start DPSing here, and you're getting a lot of trap stacks. We are always going to be doing that same sequence on pull where we're going towards triangle. You could start right here and you'd be safe to do the pretty much whole opening sequence. Range of boss, not into traps, not into the second set of traps either, and things like that. So.
Five, 4, 3, 2.
Time to analyze your threshold for pain. And adapt to new hazards.
Alright, spread it out. Knockback happening. After that, it's beams. Plant. Traps out.
Healing tide.
Alright, waiting for tactical. Plant here.
Watch your step.
Roar and leave.
Stampeding roar. Taunt boss. Wind line shield. Light cocoon.
Watch the knockback here and beams.
Rebirth. Tranquility. Taunt boss. Watch your step.
Good, watch skull, watch skull.
Anti-magic shell. Revival. Iron bark.
Next one is beams and knockback simultaneously, so find your positions, plant. Traps get out melee. And we're planting on square, waiting for it.
Taunt boss. Anti-magic shell.
We got ads coming, tactical, don't forget.
Watch your step. Stampeding roar. Mana tide.
Don't forget the interrupts on the ads, please. Everybody position themselves.
Don't be behind the boss.
Traps, 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 watch it. We got beams coming out.
Sacrifice. Anti-magic shell.
Knockback and beam simultaneously right now.
Darkness. Iron bark.
Wipe it. Cast and lore, it's more important to clear triangle than it is where we were right there.
Taunt boss.
That was me that did that one up there.
Okay, so yeah, we'll play around it, but it's more important to have triangle cleared at that point. Like, from here on in, we're kind of trying to work ourselves on the sides and make sure we create a middle channel. So we were filling that pocket, and then we'd be filling on the sides. It would...
And I was doing triangle before, just that instance, it looked like it was just like crowded on you guys, so that's why I decided to
Yeah.
just do it there.
No, that's not how they should have spawned. We did a bad job of... I did a bad job of spawning them. But even if it does, leave it. Where do you stand with beams there? If you have... So we just got out where most of us are... The boss is on X. I'm on Skull. And you're probably... Like, the rest of the group is on Skull. The beams should be on the side of that. So if X is boss, you've got beams on the edge and there's a stack point there, if that makes sense. I'm trying not to use all the markers that I already have, but yeah. AI?
Yeah, I hit it before they rezzed it.
It's all good. Well, let's do it. This is a tough fight, guys. We know.
Five, 4, 3, 2,
Time
1.
to analyze your threshold for pain. And to adapt to
Traps.
new hazards.
Knockback. Then beams.
Anti-magic shell.
Plant.
Watch your step.
Traps. Out.
Healing tide.
Golems, your assistance is required.
Watch your step.
Roar and go.
Stampeding roar. Divine shield. Taunt boss.
Watch the knockback here.
Light the queen. Knocking back.
To extreme temperatures.
Watch your step.
Get off skull.
Ice
We
block.
gotta stop that ad from casting, guys. We got 2 spawns here from ads. Gotta do better with those interrupts. Beams, plant. Right here in within. Turn him a bit. Plant, knockback, and beam.
Knocking back. Anti-magic shell. Tiger's lust. Watch your step.
To new hazards.
Revival.
And plant.
Spirit link.
We're baiting on square.
Golems, your assistance is required.
Watch your step.
And we're leaving.
Stampeding roar.
Beams and plant.
Sacrifice.
Knockback as well. And traps, get out.
Watch your step.
Plant, 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 plant. We got beams.
Anti-magic shell. Mana tide.
Let's wipe it.
Beams in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Taunt boss.
Iron bark.
Knocking back. Range 5. Watch your step.
Alright, my record is skipping, my disc is skipping, whatever, I don't know. But golems, guys. Golems, 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 golems. After tactical is done, I need everybody to turn around, ignore the boss, and please do interrupts, kill golems. They're lasting too long. We're not interrupting those traps. We had 2 traps spawn literally on the boss on the first set of golems. That's,
Gateway.
to say the least, not unacceptable. We should be doing a lot better than that. If we don't start focusing those golems and doing those interrupts right, we're not going to kill this boss. There's a lot of other issues we have. People standing in traps, people standing in beams. Sure, faux eat. But please, let's figure out these golems. We've got 3-4 pulls left tonight. Do golems. I don't care about your damage on boss, please.
Five, 4, 3, 2,
1.
Time to analyze your threshold for pain. Can you adapt to new hazards?
Lots of traps.
Taunt
Got knockback coming up.
Tranquility. Anti-magic shell.
And beams.
Watch your step.
Traps out.
Healing tide.
Golems, your assistance is required.
Beams, plant. And roar.
Stand roar. Divine shield.
Taunt boss.
Light cocoon. Tranquility.
I'm planting. Beams. And knockback. Watch skull, traps coming out. Guys, what is this? This trap is a golem trap.
Tiger's lust.
Shouldn't happen. Beams, plant. This is knockback and beams simultaneously. Watch it.
Anti-magic shell.
Traps get out. We're baiting on square right now. Get Scenery up, please.
Stampeding roar.
Tactical, we're leaving.
Stampeding roar.
Watch the knockback here. You're between the boss and the edge. Knockback, and please go take care of golems. Go take care of golems right now. Get out traps, get out traps, get out traps. We're planting in a second here.
Anti-magic shell.
Planting.
Another failed test subject.
Tiger's lust.
Alright, let's wipe it.
Marked for disposal. Your resilience to extreme temperatures.
Oh my god, the gateway is right on top of Golem. I clicked it and I got sucked over. I was like, what the fuck just happened?
That's funny. So, make sure you use the gate. That doesn't happen.
I blink, I don't gate.
I know, but if you're gonna click on a gate and screw you over, it might be worth considering.
One time when a golem died
I know.
literally on top of the gate and you can't see it.
I wonder if there's a way we can make like almost a safe spot to stand that nobody will get hit by the arrows. Like
Which
say
one?
The middle of the room.
When?
Like just in general, like maybe say like the middle of the room, nobody aim there, so you always know that's safe or something weird like that. Like I wonder if that's possible.
So melee should be always trying to be behind the boss, between the outer edge and the boss. So that's the current rule for melee. What we could try and do for range is, so let's say boss is on star, and you've got the whole open room. Try and make sure you're pointing it out towards the sides of the, like, pointing it out towards the edge as much as possible, I guess. Yeah.
That makes sense.
So range, pull it to the sides. Melee, pull it to the outer edge. I forgot to ready check, but I'm assuming everybody's ready. I'm sorry. We're all focused in. Ready to kill this, right? Golems, 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 golems.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Time to analyze your threshold for adapt to new hazards.
Alright, got knockback.
Tranquility.
Beams plant. Good. Traps out.
Anti-magic shell.
Got these golems through. Plant the beams. And roaring out.
Stampeding roar. Stampeding roar.
Taunt boss.
okay, or don't activate bubble.
Tranquility.
Get him up, please. Watch skull, watch skull, watch skull.
Light cocoon.
2 bombs are about to go off.
Rebirth. Iron bark.
3 bombs.
Anti-magic
It's
shells.
gonna hurt.
I took one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that worked well.
Thank you for your sacrifice.
But yeah, it's over here, like, a million miles from the boss. What is the bomb doing here?
Did you only take 1? Seems knocked back now.
Watch your step. Torn
Traps. Good.
Spirit link.
I took 1 on blue, guys. On blue. Golems are coming.
Genocide. Anti-magic shell. Stampeding roar.
Fellow, if you can do over here really quickly. Beams and knockback. And traps, get out. Watch it, watch it, watch it. And planting, beams. There's knockback and beams at the same time here.
Anti-magic shell.
Knockback.
Taunt boss. Your step.
To new hazards.
Taunt boss.
Iron bark.
We're pushing back here. Beams first, beams first.
Light cocoon.
Watch your step.
Now knockback. Yeah, so this is what happens when we don't bait correctly, guys. The tactical distraction goes off from the wrong side, and it kind of blinds us. So we have to make sure that when we're baiting, it's a group effort for triangle, star, or square. It's not just...
Isn't that based on boss positioning?
No, it's not. It's based on group positioning. Tactical is based on where the majority of the group is.
I think it originally it was based on boss position, and then they
Yeah, they changed it. They definitely changed it.
I think that was to combat the standing in a safe spot thing, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright guys, one last pull. Let's be better on traps, please. We gotta interrupt. Interrupt. Quick ready check, quick go.
Murgle needs to repair.
28%. I've seen wits at 10% and pull like it's nothing. Glor? You alright there with those bombs, Glor? I think you said bubble didn't happen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was bubble. It didn't happen.
Joy. It was his birthday today, and he had a birthday supper with his family.
He could have celebrated it with us.
Can't blame him.
Yeah,
What I
well,
did.
we're family. Come on.
All right, knockback coming up.
Tranquility.
Plant.
Anti-magic shell.
Traps out.
Healing tide.
Taunt boss.
Our golems coming through. Plant.
Watch your step.
And roar.
Stampeding roar. Wind roar.
Taunt boss.
Divine shield. Light the tool.
Beams and things. Watch it. Watch knockback here.
Watch your step.
Watch skull. Watch skull.
Iron bar.
Beams. Plant. We're healthy right now, guys. Keep it up.
Anti-magic shell.
Alright. This is knockback and beams. Watch it.
Knocking back. Watch your step.
Traps out. And planting here. Get lore up now. We're waiting for tactical.
Rebirth.
Watch your step.
Stampeding roar. Tiger's lust.
Everybody play safe between the boss and the wall. Knockback.
Sacrifice.
Watch the traps. Get out, get out, get out, get out. And we're planting here. Beams.
Rallying cry.
Good.
Anti-magic shell.
Clear triangle. This is beams before knockback. Plant. Now knockback.
Tranquility.
Taunt. Watch your step.
Where do you want to clear?
Just star. Beams planting. Skull actually. Skull's good. Yeah. Alright, we're baiting here. Good. Bomb blue beams first. Then we get the pushback. Make sure you spread out. We're spreading out. Knockback.
Watch your step.
Plant, plant, plant. Watch it, traps. Right here. Nope.
Healing tide.
Alright, well. We're losing control on that second kit. Still, so. When we clean that up, we'll be able to get through this part here. Not a bad night. Lots of reps in. I think the first part of the fight we're doing better. And traps were better this time, at least. We do have some new bodies. We're probably going to be re-clearing next week. We still need to figure out who to slot into what. We got new trials. We got trials not showing up. But we're still trying to wrap our head around all the bodies and trying to get something consistent going. I know this makes Zskarn Prog slower than we wanted, but I think we need to stabilize the roster right now. So just wanted to let you guys know. But yeah, next week, everybody show up. Big game, re-clear, have fun. Thank you. You're fine, Rian. I asked you mid-raid and you showed up eventually. I think, Murgle, you have your evoker, right? Do you mind saving the lockout on your lock? Because your words, your evoker is pretty geared as well. Yeah. Cool. Thank you. I don't mind you coming on the DH, Mythin. I just don't want us to live the same situation as last time. So in case you need to come back on the DK, I think Murgle is safer.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
Just offering.
Yeah, no, you're good. I just think he's doing well on. We got another warlock that popped up, and he's doing well on the evoker. So it's a safer play, I think. If you press O, then press raid, and then press raid info. Then you have your Aberrus the Shadowed Crucible Mythic, and you can click on that, then extend raid lockout, and you'll see it green extended. You can do it now, and it's going to work for next week, and the week after you can do it again.
You can also sell as a Zskarn lockout.
Oh, look at that. We're progging Magmarax next week. Look at that. Thank you, Murgle. Yeah, don't worry about it's totally not in your fault here.
I will see you guys next week.
See you around. Thanks for coming.
I need a target.
Beep, beep. Alright, I might as well. Have a good one, guys. I'm gonna get some rest. Alright, have a good one, Invictus. I'll see you around. See you on Tuesday, okay?